A knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Yellow. Attack.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Hill. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 20 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21.
43, 15. Hey, 43, 15.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Demario Davis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And an alley to run. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
General West.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Michael Thomas. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come get some. Sammy. Here we go.
On the ground, this is Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On the ground, Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
21. 61. Matchbox light.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, wahoo!
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? Yellow waiting. Under. Kill.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Oh, some strong running. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
5-8. Kill. Pilot, 64. Weak. Pick it up.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Wilson on the tackle.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse it.
Travis Kelce, 20, and he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one, 57 yards. Now Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, they complete it to Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Now here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That is caught by Williams for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
They're not ready for this. They still seem 6.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill. Five, 9. Here we go, here we go.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Ready? Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. 54 Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 36. Easy.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Oh, a strap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready? 5-8. 54. Right 54. Hey, what's the ball? Check. Lucky. Easy. Opposite.
Running with Kamara. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Kill.
13-yard line.
Good. Right forward. Ready.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
95, 56. 54. Check.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Watch the out. Switch. Hey, kill. 53.
Breeze going to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape.
How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when it comes to, when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the fourth team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, watch out.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Play 56, by 56, and watch the lane.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake.
Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
54, right there. 21. Here we go. Hey, zoom. Hey, wait a second.
Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
54's Mike. 5.
Breeze to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
To throw is Breeze. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing that.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cole. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? What's good on the extra point? So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
At the 33-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady. Hey, 15.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Yellow. Let's go, lady.
To throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady. Yellow, yellow. Go.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. He was looking for Watkins that time.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Drew Brees with a kneel down.